I was having a photo shoot in the laundrette the other day, and they were just being so terrible outside the laundrette. And then the minute the photographer man switched the camera on them, they were all like, fuck off, all that kind of stuff, like with their coat over their head, like rah, 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 in the window. So funny. These little boys, and they're tiny.
Oh yeah, tiny. Like sort of prepubescent boys are like the worst at the moment.
Yeah.
So anyway, lovely to see you. And congratulations again on the nomination.
Thanks.
Has it sunk in?
Yeah, I've had a while to think about it now. It's just mad. It is mad.
I mean, when you say think about it, is it kind of like one of those things that you thought about and you have to stop, put it away, and just because the actual awards are coming up, and can you allow yourself to think what if, and if you did win, what would that mean?
More album sales, hopefully. Although I've been doing pretty well on the strength of the nominations, you know, I've been very, very lucky, really lucky. But no, it's not something I think about. What if I win? If I did, which is so unlikely, I really do think it's going to be a Dido. I won't say that word. A Dido fest. If I did, I wouldn't have anything to say. I'd go up and say, I didn't know what I was going to say. Thanks. You know, I would be surprised off my head if I won, like surprised.
I mean, it's in itself. I mean, for you, making the album must have been a reward enough in its own. But I'd just like to sort of step back a bit and kind of like find where this all began for you, and when music. You know, did you come from a very musical background?
Not really at all. My dad sings, and I sang as a child, obviously, and I just assumed growing up that everyone sings. You know, that was really it.
But what shaped your sound? Because it's very much a fusion, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's not jazz. It's not urban. It's not. You know, it seems to be a fusion of lots of influences. But where did that start, and how did the Amy Winehouse sound emerge to what it is?
You know what? The way I sing, my album's a straight jazz hip hop album, and it is that because that's all the music I've ever heard coming out of me in a certain way, I guess. But you know, I was very influenced by jazz and hip hop from early. You know, from maybe, I mean, seriously, I mean that I knew that it would be the direction I would follow in my life. Maybe when I was 13 is when I knew that I would have to follow that music, because there was nothing else that spoke to me. And today, you know, I'm reminded every day how important music is to me. You know, people say, it's just music. Or Lisa from Steps, it's just a laugh, it's just music. And you're like, no, nothing else speaks to me the way music does. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know. With music there, and jazz in particular, there is a warmth and a personableness. It's not a word. There's a warmth and a real I can't explain it, but it just gets you very direct, and you can really hear so much from that kind of music. Not just the actual music, you can hear emotions in the music and texture and.
It's got soul, it's got kind of real heart to it. Definitely. No, I agree. What I really like about your album, I mean, and the title speaks for itself, is that it is frank. The lyrics, I think, are what really carry it and really give it the impact. Is that your voice that's speaking there? Is that your emotion? Is that your experience?
Yeah.
Is this kind of a biography of your life, you know?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I wouldn't write anything unless it was directly personal to me, just because I wouldn't be able to tell the story right or really fill out the song with words, because I wouldn't have done it. So, you know, all of it is stuff that I've been through, and, you know, and even though some of it is personal in a sad way, you know, I would never let it just be that. It's very funny. Like, I'll put humour in. I'll always put a punchline in the song, always. And I don't know, I just try and be different with my lyrics, definitely.
Is it kind when you made this album, is it kind of like cleaning out emotionally for you? Do you find that kind of release once you've written a track? Is it part of, you know, your sort of catharsis?
Very much so.
And in a way, is it kind of draining in one sense?
It can be. That's a great question. Yeah, it can be draining when you have written a song about something very, very serious to you. It can be draining, but also it gives you energy. You can get energy from writing a song about something personal because you are kind of shaking it off. And once you put it in a song, that's it. It's done for me. Or once I have put situations in a song, I'm cool about them, and I think, yeah, dusted. I'm cool now, you know. And it does go both ways, yeah.
So tell me about Take the Box, and maybe the little bit set that in its context and where that came from.
Take the Box is the second single, which is about the first time I split up with the guy. The second single, the first thing. Okay, let me start again. Take the Box is the second single from Frank, and it's about the first time I split up with the man that I wrote Stronger Than Me about, the first single, which was about the second time we split up. And it is a literal, I literally broke up with him, went home, took a cardboard box, put all his stuff in it and took it to his house and left the cab running and, you know, went home, you know. And that was it. I mean, from everything down the story, like it is a story as much as a song, you know. It's a really personal song, you know, but it's to the point, like it is really to the point. And, you know, you can just hear the story as a story, you know what I mean? It's very straightforward.
Is that the kind of person you are then? Are you a very reactive person? You kind of like think, right, that's it, bang.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I'm not always like that, but the way I am in myself is very much like that. And if I'm not like that, then sometimes I force myself to be like that by not being like that. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes if you think I'm not on it, you think, come on, be right. You're an idiot and you're you know, whatever.
Believe you me. Sometimes you have to like take stock, don't you? Like think, right, come on, let's get a clear picture.
Yeah, totally.
It's not working.
yeah, definitely.
So, you know, there's been a lot of emotional turmoil which has been put on this album. Are you in a good place at the moment? How are you doing romantically?
Yeah, I'm cool. Don't worry about me. I'm cool.
Yeah. And how's kind of, you know, sort of moving on this stage as far as success and recognition and I mean, you must be feeling that because as much as it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? You know, as much as you want it, there's a price to pay. How's life changed?
It hasn't changed, you know. It hasn't changed. I mean, people never used to come up to me in the street and say, "Oh my God, you're Amy Winehouse." People never used to say that, and they do now. But I won't say that's a change. I mean, that's an obvious change, but I'm not changing. I'm not going, "Yes, it is me. Yes, it is Amy Winehouse." I'm going, "Hello, you like my album? That's really nice. Go and buy one for your mum as well. Thank you. Bye." You know, like I'm all the same. It's still all the same, and you know, I think my idea of success and other people's idea of success is different. You know, my idea of success is just have an album in front of you that's 100% the vision in your head on CD. You know, whereas I think a lot of people are caught up in maybe wanting to win awards or wanting to write songs for people as opposed to what they like, or, you know, caught up in wanting people to see them all the time on the street, whereas I don't even wear makeup when I'm not even working. You know, I think I have a different set of goals to the record company anyway, definitely.
So what's going to be the next single?
The next single should be out in mid-March, late March, and it's going to be In My Bed, hopefully.
So tell me about In My Bed.
In My Bed is is basically what happens when you are in my bed. Is a story about